Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Delicious. Now I can actually say it. We're fucking live.
We are live.
On the airwaves. Back from vacation. Still in Twitter jail. But I am so fucking excited to be here.
How was vacation, man?
A fucking blast.
Yeah?
Yeah, it kind of felt like these aliens you got sitting over here on top of a turtle. Just kind of floating around top of a turtle through the Caribbean. It's pretty sweet, though. I got a little tan. Could you tell?
You got a little tan. Got a little color.
The whitest guy you know, too.
I couldn't believe it because you are as pale as complexion as I am. So us getting color is usually red.
Yes. Well, it was red initially,
Yeah.
of course. It always starts off red. And then the thing is, like, my legs. So some of the days I put a long sleeve shirt on to just kind of like give myself a little bit of a break. And, but I always had shorts on. So my legs got really fucking fried. They itched like a motherfucker on the plane ride back.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Just that fucking flaking of skin, man.
it's, yeah.
That shit is brutal.
Flaking everywhere, flaking on the fucking flight. I feel bad. I mean, everyone shares the
So
same
much
air.
DNA.
Sorry for that. My DNA from my flakes were floating around the fucking airplane. So sorry, Miami, back to DC.
You didn't get caught up in any of the riots in Miami, though, right?
No. The night that we got there was a shooting though for spring break. Yeah.
A shooting?
Yeah, there was someone. It was like I was down there at the beginning or end of spring break for college kids. So they were everywhere at the hotel that we were at. It wasn't really that many. It wasn't like a huge group, but you could tell they were there.
Yeah.
For spring break. And but other than that, it was a really nice hotel away from the city, away from all that shit. So you probably had to drive a solid 20, 25 minutes to get to where the action was. And woke
Gotcha.
up the day we left for the cruise, turned on the news real quick, just like, let's see what's going on before I'm off the grid for fucking a whole week.
Yeah.
And shooting last night at the Spring Breakers. It's like, Jesus Christ.
After you boarded the ship, I think they had a fucking riot.
What were they riding over?
That shooting, I think.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was like a retaliation gang kind of related thing. I really don't know.
I don't either.
But I was just like, yeah, it's.
I just looked at that, and then I looked at T-Rex. I was like, you better tell Bear to strap up when they get to Miami, because what the fuck's going on there? I have no idea.
I will say this for you, though, as a Dolphins fan, there was only a few people walking around with Dolphins gear on. It's not as prevalent as you see up here with Buffalo or probably other places.
Of course not.
But most of them were young. There was like kids. There's a bunch of Miami fans on the boat. When we got on there, I met a bunch of different, fandoms of different sports. But no, I mean, overall, the trip was sweet. You get away from the world for a little while. I didn't really follow anything. I stayed completely out of the loop. I am so far behind on our betting contest. I need to fucking get to work on that. But then I come back and I'm like, yep, world's still burning. I didn't miss much.
Nope.
But I missed a lot.
You missed a lot, but not much in the grand scheme of things. Same people are trying to vie for power. Same people are still being douches,
And people in the same nation are starting to fight each other.
Yes.
Which is why we have arrived here to our "We don't need no civil war."
Yeah, for real, because
They've been
the world is about to go into civil
They've been
war.
trying. Yeah.
Fucking insane, dude.
Well, I had a conversation with this guy at work today, and he's a pretty big independent thinker, I think, as us. And I would love to have him on the show if he would have us. And he's also a baller. He does so fucking well. He doesn't really. He probably done so well in his mid-30s. He doesn't hardly even need to work anymore at this point. But I'm talking to him, and I knew he was pretty MAGA and like kind of like a prepper. He's beyond. He's like, dude, I mean, don't just get the seeds that you need for multiple things. Dude, buy fucking silver, get gold, get rid of cash, save some cash because you never know, that could be useful too. Get a bunch of gas, store it somewhere. It's like there's so much shit that I would do if I was like that big of a prepper. But like, and he was saying like, it's like, dude, it's really come down to now, are you, I don't even say like a nationalist, but it kind of is a nationalist in a way. Are you for sovereignty, or sovereignty, how the fuck you say it?
Sovereignty.
There you go. First one of the day. Are you for that, or are you for globalism?
Yeah.
And it's going to come down to, are you an independent, a patriot you could look at, or are you for globalism and totalitarianism and authoritarianism? Because some people fucking are.
They are. They think that
They know
will
what they're
be.
doing.
That will be the goal. That's their goal, is to have one authoritarian body, and they think it's going to be hunky dory. And just like everything else in the world that's shown this is being terrible, we're just gonna scoot that. They haven't done it right. They haven't done it right yet. They haven't had the democratic policy in it yet. So
they've read too much
democratic socialism is gonna work.
It's always worked, right?
Yeah.
But it never has worked, but because it just wasn't done right.
Exactly.
But it'll work this time.
It wasn't democratically done. But every other one is famine and starving to death. So let's risk it, fuck it.
I mean, they already want to ban meat. They want to get rid of a lot of the things that we eat.
Yep.
Or they want to just put their own things, which they have been doing for a while anyways. But
you think that burger you're getting at McDonald's is burger?
It's delicious.
I don't disagree, but I'm telling you that is not fucking hamburger.
I used to work at McDonald's. You knew that?
I used to work at McDonald's.
Yeah, I was there a couple stints in high school.
Oh yeah.
And it's just you question putting something into your body that takes 37 seconds on a fryer to make, and then it sits in a fucking cabinet.
Yeah.
Warming for hours.
Hours.
You question that when you see it, and I still get it once a week.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
fucking delicious.
It's delicious. It's fucking a drug, and they keep luring you back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it as high as heroin, but, it's up there.
It's like a catch and release program with these fuckers.
Yeah.
Fucking let's reel them in with the Big Mac and let them go. They'll come back. Fuck them.
Yeah. So we were saying on, like, the terms of impending civil war.
Yeah. So have you...
Or are you thinking of the one that's already happening currently in Israel?
So that one, and then Paris is on the brink.
Oh, yeah, that's right. France. I forgot about the French. They've
been
burning shit night.
Everywhere. And so I'm more in tune with the Paris, France one.
Yeah.
I haven't really done much research into the Israel one because I feel like that one's more in depth because they've been at each other's throats for years,
forever, decades,
fucking ever,
since the birth of Israel.
Yeah. So they've just been in turmoil all along. So I paid more attention to France because they're pretty stable. They're in Europe. They're in the European Union.
It's a Western culture. It's away from the Western Bank.
Yeah, they are.
The West Bank.
I don't know.
So
the Paris riots all started because they were going to change the pension age from 62 to 64.
Yeah.
Now, in normal circumstances, people won't riot over this, but it's the way that they tried to implement it. They basically were, so in the terms of the United States, it would be like Joe Biden just saying that now the retirement age is 64 if we had a retirement age at 62.
Yeah.
So it would just be Joe Biden just going up to the podium saying, our retirement age is 64, and that's it. Don't fucking ask me questions.
Do you think
that's
people would ever question that here? Never. It would never happen here.
Never.
Like, I'm literally thinking of a possible scenario where it's happened worse than that. Like, I don't know, the last fucking 3 years where they said, don't go to family gatherings or they'll kill grandma.
Well, the problem...
They were right on that one, were they?
The problem with that is, so the French prime minister is using his executive orders to pass this through.
Right.
Without going to parliament.
Without going to Congress.
Yeah, without going to Congress. They tried to do
with the OSHA thing and the vaccines.
Yes.
It's kind of similar to that.
So that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
And
riots here for that.
And France is finally figuring out, like, wait a minute. If you can do that, what else can you fucking do? Now, fuck this. We're going to the streets. And to the streets they went. And
good for the French.
Coincidentally, this also coincided with their trash pickup strike because they wanted more wages. So there's shit everywhere just to light on fire.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Kind of funny.
So is this a movement by which party though? Is it just all the people?
I think it's the people versus government.
That's 99% versus 1.
That is the civil war that needs to be had. And
that's not really a civil war. Do you know what that is? The revolution.
Yeah, it's the overthrowing of governments.
Yes, it's a coup.
That's what needs to happen.
So that, in its sense, is, as you can say, it'll take sides too, because I'm sure not everybody is in the streets. It's a certain class.
Actually, so it was mainly the elderly that were like just on the cusp of getting the pension, so they went to the streets first.
And
then slowly but surely, the kids got wind of it, of how he was doing it. And now the young people are like, wait a minute, you can't just fucking do that.
Yeah.
You're totally circumventing the fucking government process to make this happen. You can't fucking do that.
Well, they're angry over there, too.
They've
been protesting over shit for a long time.
Since 2016.
Yeah.
For the Yellow Jacket movement or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
That was all about fucking worker wages and the government superseding what they fucking wanted.
It is a very left movement. It is a very socialist, communist type movement. If it works for them to get some change in the government and to show to power that we're not to be messed with because we can get out in the streets, and guess what? You didn't pay the trash collectors either. You left all the pile of trash out here for us. We're going to light it all on fire because we've already had enough ammunition as it is.
The problem that we have in the United States for something of that nature to happen is our police have guns.
Mm-hmm.
Their police have batons and tear gas.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, tear gas sucks. I don't know.
I've been pepper sprayed once.
I have not.
I've never been tear gassed, though.
Yeah, but I'm sure it sucks.
Yeah, tear gas is probably another level than that.
But I'm sure you could withstand it. Like, I'm sure. But
if you got, most of the time,
if you got people fucking
allergic,
shooting bean bags at 900 miles an hour right into your face.
Bean bags and rubber bullets.
Yeah, those are going to fucking hurt, and those are going to deter you.
Yeah.
So I think that any riot that we have in the United States...
Oh, it could get ugly.
It will get ugly very quickly, and the guys that have the guns are going to come out quickly if they see anything against its own citizens.
Yeah, I mean, the riots, though, I don't know.
They have to be for the right reason.
That's the thing, though. There's been riots recently in past few
but
years.
We would
There's
need
been even like engagements
between
two sides. They're mostly like fist fights.
But the problem is we need a united front. Right now, all of those riots...
it's all left, right.
Yeah.
This side, that side.
Right now, we can't defeat a mouse at this fucking point. We can't determine whether we want to kill the fucking mouse that's running amok in our house or if we want to fucking capture it and set it free somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's our problem right now. First of all, the main man, fucking King Tut himself, Biden, who is a fucking mummy, he needs to fucking just go. Because this dude...
Did you see
I came down because they said they had chocolate chip ice cream. I got a refrigerator in my room. I'm telling you.
On the day of the Nashville massacre.
Are you fucking kidding me with this dude?
Yeah, that was pretty wild. And then he had the guy handling him. He was walking around with a hot mic.
Yeah. Blue dot's your mark. Blue dot's your mark.
Blue dot's your mark. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Who's over here?
I'm going to stop at my blue mark, and then I'm going to say hi to all these people.
Yeah.
This fucking
And then he walked out. The wrong way.
Oh my god!
I gave a lot of props to those guys in the background who were in that scene. I guess it was union workers, whatever workers down there in North Carolina, and he starts walking the wrong way, and they all know it.
Oh yeah,
and they're all just like, "Oh, don't look at it. We're already a fucking meme. We're already a goddamn video shared all over 1,000
We are
times.
a laughing stock of the world."
Yeah, they make what's it, skits in, I believe it's Saudi Arabia or maybe the UAE. They have like their own version of Saturday Night Live over there, and they have their own version of Joe Biden over there. Well, they are incredible.
I'll
pull one up.
It's terrible that SNL in the United States is making fun of our fucking president.
Well, I mean that's a staple though, and it's our own president. They've been doing that forever.
Yeah, but it's been.
You ever seen Dana Carvey's George Bush Sr.?
Yes, but
great.
I'm just saying that usually it's about policies and mannerisms, not that he's lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, it's not usually as like on point with reality.
Yeah,
because what you just talked about, the ice cream thing, that's like something you do see on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
it was real.
It was real.
And it was reality.
It happened before our faces.
Hell,
yeah. Like
I'm like, there is. I mean, I know there's times it's like hot mic situations. You know, you never really know these days.
Oh no, he walked up.
Imagine the shit that people used to say before microphones are fucking everywhere, especially presidents. But that was like, holy hell. I mean, dude, it was like, this is like something they make fun of on late night television, but he actually just said it himself.
I don't know how you recover from that. I really don't. And I mean, when you've got the entire world going to China, we might want to start looking at some things because the entire world is going to China.
Here's an update for you. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was India, Pakistan, Russia, which probably already did. They all moved
Saudi
to the yen.
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia
is the new one.
Is the big one.
That one.
They all moved to the yen. Is it the yen?
The yen.
The yen.
Yen.
Good God. They moved to the yen.
But the problem with that is, so do you know what our U.S. dollar is backed by right now?
Gold that doesn't exist.
No.
The nukes?
We moved away from the gold standard. We are not.
Is it the digital dollar?
No.
Really?
It is our petrodollar.
Ah.
So if everybody's going to the yen, and we're basing our money off the supposed ups and downs of the oil industry, and the oil industry is no longer doing dealings in the U.S. dollar, we're fucked. Our economy is going straight to the toilet. Like, you don't understand. Our army means dick if we can't fuel the jets. And all of the oil producing... Now, don't get me wrong. America is...
Crack a hole.
We could crack a hole. But nobody's fucking doing it because Joe Biden is saying, we need you for 10 years. That's not enough fucking time to get the oil rig up and running, you fucking dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing?
Here it is, Saudi Arabia. This is coming from WBC. I'm guessing that's like the Saudi Arabian version of, or do you want to put it on there?
We won't be able to hear it if I put it on there.
Oh, okay.
So put it on.
So I was going to say if you wanted to put it on live for everyone else to see it, but.
Oh, I can, let me see.
I can send you over the link to it, but I think it's pretty wild that, I mean, how many other people have played the president here? I know Dana Carvey did him. He did George W. Sr.
He did Biden too.
Oh, I think he did do Biden for a little while.
Biden.
Fucking Bernie Sanders is Larry David, or Larry David is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
fucking hysterical. They really are almost the same person.
You send it to the email?
I was gonna text it to you, but you want me to email it to you?
How the hell are you gonna text it to me to put it on the computer?
I have no clue. And that's why you are the tech guy of this fucking partnership. Looks like we also have another visitor down here.
Yeah, Hobbs has been coming in once in a while.
Sir Hobbington.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy? Our friendly neighborhood kitty cat coming down here to spend some time with us while we work on some tech issues. Jim Carrey played... Did he play Biden? I think he played Biden.
He played somebody, yeah. We had a bunch of people played the president.
Dude, George Bush, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Fucking George Bush might be the best of all time.
I think
he did an entire stand-up as George Bush.
Really?
Yeah. It's
I didn't
fucking...
know that.
Dude, it is special. Because it's mostly Will Ferrell humor, but as George W. Bush, and it's so good. Talked about how he was like, he had a fantasy about Diego Luna. And it was just me and Diego Luna.
That guy cracks me up.
I have to pull it out, but here we go. Can I send a direct message through Twitter?
I can pull it up through Twitter. Yeah.
I am actually still currently banned from Twitter, though. I was a bad boy.
So how do you?
Twitter
can
jail.
You still do that?
Might be able to do it through the other one. I can just copy it to the clipboard here. Go to my email. Send it the old-fashioned way. Will Ferrell as George W. Bush, I think, was probably my favorite president. Do you know back in the day they didn't even really go on character? Like they had Chevy Chase be one of the presidents, but he didn't look like him or talk like him. He just pretended.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of stupid, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of became like the thing, you know? Like, what was the name of the comedian? Was it Kate McKinnon or something like that? She was blonde. She was on recently. She always played Hillary Clinton. She did actually a really good job as Hillary Clinton. And then Hillary lost the election. And she lost 4 years of being on SNL as Hillary Clinton. Well, she got an extra half a year out of it. Right, the scandal broke and the whole Russian hoax thing happened. But, yeah, I mean, that's missing out on a gold mine of opportunity right there for her. So then Alec Baldwin swooped in before he became a killer. Whoops. A lot of people giving shots out these days. Mostly Alec Baldwin. Speaking of shots, do you want one?
Sure.
I got Pink Whitney and I got Screwball.
I'll take another Screwball.
Okay. Do you want to take advantage of the cannon while we wait as well?
Sure.
All right.
Who'd you send it to? Me?
Send it to you. Just you.
Oh, boy.
Only you. So help me God. So help me Jesus. The Ronald McDonald House wants some more money.
Sorry for the dead air. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say we don't have to pull it up if it's going to be too much of an issue.
Oh, no, I'm getting it now.
The biggest message is that the other countries have their own Saturday Night Lives. And I was trying to think of, like, fuck, how do we only know about the Saudi Arabian one? But they probably got them in France.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're probably popping off in France right now on their TV shows, if they're allowed. I'm not really familiar with the broadcasting rights of Europe, but I do know that when things go wrong, like the slight movement of retirement age from 62 to 64, they take the streets. They get real out there in France.
In France.
In France. Okay?
Oh, for sure.
Now, don't expect them to come help you out in any world wars, but they'll start revolutions.
For sure. They don't fuck
Scientific
around.
one was a big one. The Enlightenment came from France, I believe.
I'm not getting this fucking message,
Johnny
bro.
Voltaire, maybe. Here, let me try sending it to. I sent it to your.
BJFF?
Not that one. The BJFF one.
The
Yes,
BJFF
the
one.
BJFF one.
Yeah, it's not fucking coming on.
All right, here. I'm sending it to the Leaving Earth. Oh, wait.
Or did
Hold
you just
on.
No, that's not you.
It's from some account that has, I think it's called Poppy Trump. And I hate that I had to use that guy's version of it, but that's literally what came up in the article.
Poppy Trump.
His name, it's like a Trump picture, and he's the Trump with a mustache.
I don't think it's allowing you to send shit, bro. You are banned, motherfucker.
From what?
From Twitter.
It's not on Twitter. I'm sending it to your email.
Oh, my email?
Yeah. I sent it to your email.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. There it is. You're sending it to Twitter.
No, I'm banned from Twitter. We'll get into that.
Page not found.
I'm still in Twitter jail. And actually, the thing is, my suspension is up. It was only 8 hours, and I deleted what they wanted me to delete, and I'm still suspended. But then they said I have to delete more stuff.
Page not found, bro.
Page not found. The one that I sent you, the link.
Yeah.
I might just, you know what? I'm just going to send you the article. You'll have to go into the article. It was on MSN.com. That sent me to this rinky-dink Twitter account with the Trump mustache, who I've seen before. He's a good troll account. He's just one of those ones that's like, okay, Biden did something stupid, or something stupid came out about Biden. I got to rush to the computer and download it and upload it to anything I can,
And
so I can have fame.
not verify, not
No,
research
no.
facts. No,
It's
just
not a real
fucking
person, just like us.
We're not real. We're not real.
All right, I sent it again.
All right.
I sent it now 3 times through my Gmail.
Which one did you send it to this time?
Both. You still got nothing?
Hang on. Takes a minute, man.
Because it might be telling me I can't send it. It was originally through New York Post. Look it up.
Look it up.
At this point,
Hang on.
Saudi TV airs SNL-style skit mocking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Or allies, so to speak.
What was it?
Saudi TV airs SNL-style skit mocking Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Send tweet. Trump guy with a mustache. This just in. China and Brazil are to strike a deal to ditch the US dollar. Holy shit! For Bitcoin? We should invest in Bitcoin right now. Is that what it said? I can't know because I'm still banned from Twitter. They tease you They tease you and give you those little like updates, and you can't actually even go in there and read the rest of the damn thing. Oh, I did not read that correctly. It is not Bitcoin. Everyone, stop investing in Bitcoin. I lied. It's for trade. We're fucked. Brazil? It's a big-ass fucking country. There's a lot of people in Brazil. There's a lot of money in Brazil. A lot of Brazilians.
A lot of Brazilians in Brazil?
There's a lot of Brazilians in Brazil. There's a lot of donkeys in Brazil as well. Which is actually technically the word for thank you, I think, down in the Aruba Islands. But it's more of a sanka.
There we go.
Sanka down there. Do you know what sanka means?
No
in
idea.
Aruba? It means ass.
Ass?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to get...
douchey. That was it. Douchey means sweet. So I was like, yeah, Bear, you got a douchey sanka. A lot of douchey sankas in Brazil.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
He's going to fucking shake the hand of no one. Look at come on. Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah. There was a couple other ones where he spoke. I thought it was that one. That one wasn't even that good.
Obviously, that's our president.
That's our president getting mocked by, foreign adversaries or allies, whatever way you want to look at it. You know who's probably laughing their ass off about that right now? The guys that live golf.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let me say real quick, while we're on the China topic, if you hadn't heard, China is getting Brazil's money now too. And man, today felt like a weather machine moment.
Bro.
It was 50 degrees and sunny out. And then 15 minutes later, there's inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's a blizzard. And it's not even just dumping. It's blowing. And driving here, you couldn't see fucking 100 feet in front of you.
Really?
I mean, and it was light as day. Like it was rapidly increasing snow. I was like, oh, holy fuck, what the hell happened? Now, it probably is some type of climate situation, naturally occurring. I mean,
there you
go. Or it could be the weather machine.
You never know.
We'll never know.
Could be either.
We like to ring the bell.
Did you see that fucking Restrict Act?
Was it here? Was it locally?
Yeah. Well, not locally, but our government.
Well, yeah. This side of the
this side of the pond
of the sphere
of the sphere
in theory.
Silent partner.
We see you, silent partner.
So the Restrict Act is actually they call it the Twitter Ban. Mm-hmm. Twitter Ban Act.
Twitter banned.
Banned
in Twitter, like banned in China.
Yeah. But I guess it does way more than that.
Oh wait, I did see this. Well, it was TikTok they were going after.
Yeah, TikTok, not Twitter. Sorry,
yeah.
What the fuck am I doing? TikTok ban law. So they are going after pretty much every electronic device.
All of it.
All of it?
All of what you say.
Yeah.
Probably this podcast.
This podcast.
Are we already off of YouTube yet?
The camera that's on my computer, they can tap into that. They can tap into your Ring doorbells. They can tap into your security systems that you leave on for your kids.
It's the greatest overreach since the Patriot Act, and it might be even more overreaching.
And if you do anything to deter them from looking at these devices, as you know, that we've been pumped for 10 years about VPNs.
Yeah.
That's a $250,000 fine, and you're going to go to jail.
Anything
you
want. They say is, I believe the text reads similar to, and I'm paraphrasing, anyone associated with foreign adversaries of the United States government, or I think it was the leader of the SEC, someone from a federal agency has the discretion to determine what exactly is said on these and how it aids a foreign adversary. You don't even have to be really literally aiding them. You're just saying something. Yeah.
Or saying
You're saying an opinion, probably so much so as when they say, like, I don't support the war in Ukraine. That would be an immediate red flag. I probably just did it. I kind of do. except for Raytheon. Just kidding. Anyways, the whole point though is like the fact that this gives someone else in government, very high, one person, authority to determine if you say something, you are now a criminal on anything. And it's like, it has nothing to do with getting rid of TikTok. That was the whole point. TikTok has been proven by the FBI that is a Chinese spy app that has two versions of itself. One in China that supports education and being smart, and one here that supports shaking your fucking ass and doing the most common dance move.
You know what I figured out? Well, not that I figured out. Andrew Schultz actually figured it out.
Okay.
You know what all those TikTok dances were for? To figure out what our dexterity and our nimbleness was.
Oh. So
seeing how we move.
Sizing us up.
Sizing us up.
All right. I see you. That's exactly what it is.
Bro, and they brought up a good fucking point. If you were a world power.
Like China.
And you see your big brother, the next world power of the entire world, just stumbling over itself drunk, pretty much, because that's what we are.
It wasn't really even a big brother. It was more of like an abusive older cousin.
Yeah, okay. That's the uncle that touched you in naughty places.
Yeah,
that guy.
Pretty much.
So,
really, though.
Yeah, for real. That's us. That's us. That's the American way.
Biden.
But, okay, so you see us fucking coming at you just hammered drunk, stumbling down the fucking hallway.
Yeah, on my third.
Are you going to go fucking straight at the drunk person? Or are you going to try to bob and weave and try to confuse the motherfucker?
Yeah.
You're going to try to bob and weave.
Has been notoriously older and bigger.
Yes.
And stronger than you.
You are going to try to undermine
But you're smarter.
Yeah, you're going to try to undermine the fuck out of them.
It's brilliant.
And what are they doing?
Is that you?
What?
That idea.
That was actually Joe Rogan.
Oh, it was Rogan.
But that, like Joe Rogan said, if you were a dictator,
yes,
would you take your problem head on or find a way to undermine your opponent so that they just quarrel within themselves and take themselves down, then we can just pick up the pieces? Because that's exactly what they're doing right now. That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia just went to fucking China.
Mm-hmm. While they were making fun of us on SNL.
Yeah.
Because they need the people of that country. Yeah, you want one of these?
Yeah, I want one of
Whitney's?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a different one.
All right.
I don't care mixing and matching myself personally, but some people do. This is literally like a fucking beaker.
Yeah.
You're at about an ounce and a half.
Perfect. That's just about a shot.
What did I cheers.
Cheers. There's so much bullshit going on in this fucking world.
Well, the whole Big Brother thing, it's kind of our own doing for a while. We've meddled ourselves in everyone's business around the world, saying that we're keeping people safe, and sometimes we were. A lot of times we were just.
Well, the problem is that we put too much faith into the mainstream media when they were not faithful to us.
They weren't always as bad.
They were, but the problem is you thinking that.
Well, no, I know they were always bad.
From the get-go,
I know they were.
When Walter Cronkite was on the fucking air, you had real news.
That's what I'm saying. Back then is when it was good.
Since then, you've been brainwashed.
They used to go at the power.
Yes.
They used to question.
They didn't even do that. That's not even what they were stand for. They said, "I'm going to give you the facts. I'm going to give you the facts. I don't have any bias towards it. I don't care which way it fucking goes, but these are the facts from both sides, and this is what's happening in the world today."
Actually, let's spark that. No, I agree. Did you watch that thing in Network? Did you watch that clip that I sent you?
No. I meant to, and I completely forgot.
Network is a movie you should just watch.
Yep.
Find a way to watch it. All right? It's old. It's from the 70s.
Is it like The Newsroom? Have you watched The Newsroom?
I've watched The Newsroom, yeah.
The Newsroom
is really good. There was a really good rant in The Newsroom that's probably been shared a million times about how America is not the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
And it's really one of the best rants ever because it's so goddamn true, and it was about time someone said it.
Yeah.
But Network has a lot of those rants. I mean, there's one that the Howard Beale, the guy who's the main character, he gives. And it's all describing, even back then in the mid 70s, how we're being taken over by corporations, and we're everything that we're doing right now is not democracy and it's not free speech.
Hit the chair.
What?
Hit the chair, not the chair. Hit the chair, not the table.
I wasn't even getting Howard Beale on this. I've been enlightened. So the rant, though, that he gives towards the end of the movie is the other guy. He's actually the dad in Rudy, which is so funny.
Nice.
He's giving this rant to Howard Beale, and he's telling him, like, there is just one giant corporation. There is no democracy. There's no America. There's no Russia. There's no democracy. There's no communism. It's all about the dollars. He goes, that is the one world government we live by. This is back in 1976, okay? I'm watching this, and I'm like, damn. I immediately sent it to you guys when I could. When I was able to, I was like, I got back home, and I was like, oh, my God. I watched great old movies on the cruise.
Yeah.
Network was probably up there. I love Splendor in the Grass, which is an old, who is it? Warren Beatty. It's like his first ever movie, Warren Beatty, and Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, the one that got murdered by her husband and Christopher Walken. Allegedly.
Oh, no
Allegedly.
Wait. What?
Allegedly.
I don't know about any of that.
There.
Shit, I have to look into that.
She died mysteriously at sea when she was on a boat with her husband and Christopher Walken, and I think another actor too as well. And they said it was an accident. She fell off, and that was the end of Natalie Wood.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a great actress, though. I was watching Splendor in the Grass. Fucking phenomenal old movie. And there was a couple other ones in there mixed in that was like really old Charlie Chaplin movies. Those were tough because it was fucking silent. You had to read the damn things. Oh, the one with Russia. That was a really good one, too. Kind of reminded me of what's going on now. This movie was made in like 1928 or something like that. And it was a Russian general who was a general in the army before the revolution, the Red Revolution. And then, of course, like it takes place during the Red Revolution. And he gets, almost like hung or whatever. And this girl who loves him gets him on a train and says, like, we're going to bring him back to Petrograd and we're going to hang him there. We'll make him, put the coal in the train the whole time. Oh, yeah, I got to light it.
He's going to put the coal in the train and then you're going to hang him?
Like, that's what she used it as a trick to try to get him to escape.
Okay.
So, they're on the train and, she's, laughing it up and like mixing up with all the communists. They're making the general, shovel the coal in the train. Like, how do you like it? This is your time now. Like, we're taking over. And, so they get to the spot and then she like frees him. She says, go, like, jump off, like escape. Here's pearls or whatever to make your way. And then the train, after he jumps off, like crashes through a bridge. So everyone on the train dies.
What?
Then he goes, this is the best part, the end of it. He goes to Hollywood and he becomes an extra in a movie. Okay. And the guy in Hollywood is like, basically like telling him, like, I picked you specifically for this role. He goes, you're going to be a general in the Russian army and you're going to, give the order, even though other people didn't want to give the order or that you were whipping someone, which is what he did earlier in the movie. For real. And it was a guy that he had done it to. And he was a director now in Hollywood. And it was like surreal. And at the end of it, he fucking screams and he's still like the old passionate of him for Russia. He like lived it out. And it was like the guy, and then he just, boom, died, dropped dead. It was, crazy. I kind of figure out what the name of that movie was, but I was watching it just being like, how fucked up would that be?
That's a crazy-ass movie.
Somebody is like in the middle of a revolution, which is like what we have happening in other places, and they make you do all this shit. It's almost like Black Mirror before Black Mirror. What I've learned from watching those old movies, and I'll stop this rant right now, what I've learned from these old movies is that nothing is just particular to your timeline, okay? These movies that I'd watched, they're ranging from like late 20s and early 30s to like the 50s. Splendor in the Grass, I think it was like 61 or something like that. They're the same themes that we still live through today. The sexualization of high schoolers was Splendor in the Grass, and how back then, and the movie was set in the 30s. And it was like, they couldn't have sex before marriage, but the guy's a hunk, and he's got to release the energy. Like they're saying things that no one else would have said before when they made that movie in 1961.
Yeah.
Now look at us. Look at everything that we had to see.
Same
Sex
fucking
is
problem.
everywhere.
Same
and it's like,
problem.
when you're 14 watching, we're your idols now. Back then it would be people like that going through that movie, like questioning your faith and questioning like, am I able to do this, and your dignity. It was like, dude, they're talking about that back then?
Yeah.
Do we talk about that now? I mean, it's the same
and still
thing.
Nothing is getting done about
it.
Nothing.
People went crazy. She went crazy. Natalie Wood had to go to a fucking mental institution in the movie. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like fuck. It is absolutely so on point. There's nothing different about our lives right now. We just have different technology and new ways of communicating with each other.
Is it different technology?
Ways. Too many fucking ways. Well, people didn't have fucking TikTok back in Natalie Wood's days.
Well, not
if she had an iPhone, she probably got saved from that situation on the boat. Natalie Wood now would have been all over the news. It would have been like fucking Casey Anthony. I just ashed that in my shot glass.
I don't know why you did that, whether it's an ashtray right here, but have fun with that.
God, I fucked up. Give me your other shot glass. I don't really even need one now. I'll take a beer after, but but yeah, my movie rant is now over.
But
Watch
yeah.
old movies. That's all I can say.
Well, everything repeats itself, so I mean,
yeah,
you can just look at that. You can watch those and see what the next movie is going to be about.
Watch Network. If I can give you any fucking recommendation to you and anyone actually listening to this right now, watch the movie Network. You know who's in it is the dad from Kicking and Screaming. He's in. I don't know why I told you that. He's the consigliere in The Godfather.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Fuck. What is his name? This is so embarrassing. He's in everything. He's the fucking consigliere in The Godfather. And he's Will Ferrell's dad in Kicking and Screaming. That guy. He's in. Is it Apocalypse Now? I love the smell of napalm in the morning. You know that one?
Nope.
Really?
No.
Never seen Apocalypse Now?
I don't think so.
Damn.
Is that a Travolta movie?
No, it is a. I was just thinking, is it also a movie? It's a movie with, again, the guy from The Godfather.
Thanks for the update.
The other guy, the Don.
Oh.
Damn, that fucking thing worked fast. I can't remember anyone's goddamn name after hitting this thing. I've hit it like twice. Holy fuck. All right, I'm pulling it up right now because I can't stand that. It's another Francis Ford movie. Robert Duvall.
Oh, there
Robert
you go.
Duvall.
All right, I know him.
That's his name. And Marlon Brando, Jesus Christ. I forgot the names of fucking Robert Duvall and Marlon Brando on this one. Good Lord. Half the people that are under the age of 30 don't even know who they are, so it doesn't matter.
But some crazy shit's happening in the world, man.
Crazy shit like Apocalypse Now.
Like Apocalypse Now.
It's actually happening. So every day, you see the doomsday clock ticking closer to midnight, and you're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I got my own shit to worry about. In a way, I love that. In another way, I hate people for thinking that way. Completely.
We have an existential crisis going on. Like,
is it business as normal when banks look like they could fail at any moment?
I don't think it should be.
It seems to be.
Honestly, I think they should
have. The stock market went up today.
I think they should have a fucking run on banks. I honestly...
I disagree.
I am triggering the alarm. Go get your fucking money before it's gone.
What would money be worth now that we've already discussed the fact that the American dollar is going to be useless?
That is...
You should be spending your money on things you're going to need
in
a crisis.
True. That's true.
If your money... I'm going to say spend it because you could save a little bit. Shoot the money in the bank because it could accrue. And if they ever did, if your money in a bank ended up becoming useless... That's when you, again, I've stopped tabbing it. That is when you would look at a situation like France. That's how far it would take for us to be in a situation like France, if not worse.
I think that's true, and that's sad. Because honestly, you should be taking your money out of banks and putting it into gold, silver, shit like that. Tangible.
You should have a little bit of everything. You should
tangible and fungible tokens, whatever the fuck you want to talk.
Non-fungible tokens?
No, not non-fungible.
No. We know this podcast no longer supports NFTs or cryptocurrency.
Fungible. I said fungible. Not non-fungible.
The non-fungible shit, stick it up your ass.
Yeah, fungible you can have.
Mm-hmm.
But
sounds more fun to have fungible things.
Yeah, you need to be able to protect your family, and unfortunately, in the way the world works, you need to have funds in order to protect your family.
Funds.
And if you don't have funds, you need to have a skill. And if you don't have a skill, you need to have a fucking thing. You need to have something that people want that you can fucking trade. Mm-hmm. Because we're going to go back to the barter system. It's just a matter of time when the lights go out. Hit the fucking bell.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And by the way, funds and fun have the same letters in them. So if you have no funds or fungible things that have a purpose,
you have no fun.
In survival, you have no fun.
No
fun for you.
No fun for you.
No fun for you. Have fun with that NFT on your phone that can't charge anymore.
Have fun with paying your taxes on your virtual land. Because
I'm pay taxes in the
I'm
metaverse?
sure eventually it'll happen.
There's a Zuckerberg tax?
I'm sure there will be.
Oh my goodness, Zuck
Now
bucks.
that I say it on this podcast, guess what's going to pop up? New property taxes in virtual meta.
Is that, do you think? I mean, they probably would use that to make a little bit more money. I mean, the whole thing is a fucking scam.
Yeah.
I thought about it, though, at first, and I was like, people are going to be idiots, and everyone's going to love this shit, and I am not. And I'll invest in it because I think that you could potentially make money off people being idiots. But no one fucking liked it.
No one.
It's a failure.
Yeah.
No, people live in reality.
Yeah.
The majority of people.
There's
it's hard to think that when you see only certain media and Twitter accounts getting those types of, notoriety or publicity. But most people don't give a fuck.
No.
They're living their life and trying to figure out how to fucking put a food on their table for that week or pay the fucking lights to stay on.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's living paycheck to paycheck. We don't have the fucking luxury of worrying about stupid ass shit.
Yeah, you don't worry about the geopolitical petrodollar failing.
Yeah.
And you don't worry about Brazil now agreeing that they're going to now trade out of U.S. dollars and trade with yen. I'm not saying their fucking currency right, all right? It's my goddamn American right to do it, too. It was more Irish. It's my fucking Irish right to do it, too. Fuck the yen.
The real problem.
Yeah, I'm done with this. Are you done with this?
Yeah. The real problem that we have is if everybody transitions away from the dollar,
not looking good.
Who's coming to claim the land? Because as soon as we don't have any money, somebody's going to be coming to pay our debts because we have debts.
Ooh, American debts?
Yes.
Like individual debts? Or are you talking about the country's debts?
The country's debts.
Well, that's when we go
when
to
everybody,
World War III scenario where it's an invasion.
Yeah, when everybody...
A rare scenario and most people don't think would happen.
When everybody has no more trust in the dollar, and we are funding all of the world's defense projects, what happens when we can no longer fund the world's defense projects? Because right now, whether you like to admit it or not you, Johnny Anchors, I'm saying our listeners, whether you'd like to admit it or not, we are a genocidal, homicidal, we are fucks to this world. And that costs a lot of fucking money. We are spending an obscene amount of money to make sure that the world is, quote unquote,
in order,
safe and democratic. Very big quotes on those two. But
part of the system.
When we don't have any money to support our borders, because right now our borders are fucking way open. But when we don't have any money to do anything for ourselves, how are we going to protect the world from people like Putin, from people like Pooh Bear, from people like the Saudi Arabias that have obscene amount of money and are rebuilding their entire fucking nation?
A lot of our money has flowed through Saudi Arabia. That's actually part of the Arabs is a big part of that movie Network, where they say they've sent so much money through there because of oil and because of those. Well, and then look at what we would need it. And then you said we would need it for our military.
And then look at what we're doing now. We're sending a fuck ton of money to Ukraine.
Every person listening to this in the United States, your paycheck is overseas. Part of it. It's not a big part of it, but part of it. You're part of it.
Part of it.
You are a part of it. So if you don't have that Ukraine flag in your bio, put it on in there and add your pronouns and welcome to the resistance.
You know the most disturbing fact that I saw on Twitter today?
Oh, and God, there's too many of them.
And I know it's fact.
I don't know. Because I'm in jail.
I know it's fact because I did my own research.
He did it, folks. He said
we could fund 30 years of armed guards in every single school in every single state of the United States. 30 years.
With our soldiers.
not even our soldiers. Just we could fund 30 years of private.
Oh, so
private
like
security.
Probably mostly vets. Vets
Mostly
are the
former.
best person
Yes.
to fucking ask for that.
Mostly
they need
formers. Yes, mostly former vets and stuff.
Yeah,
We could
it's fucking dude.
We could fund it for 30 fucking years at every school in the United States with the money that we've already sent to the Ukraine.
Damn.
So we could have saved 3 9-year-old lives and 3 teachers' lives last week by just having an armed guard that would have already been paid for by the money that we sent over to Ukraine.
So let's think about this for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The money that they sent over there for Ukraine is to do exactly what? Most people don't care. Most people don't even know to care. They just say, we're fighting the good fight, and then they probably secretly at night struggle with that fear that they're probably very wrong about what they're doing.
I hope they
or wrong
struggle.
about how they feel about that whole issue of what
Yeah.
happened last week. And the fact that we took this long to get into it is
I'm honestly surprised that I brought us into this subject because it's fucking everywhere.
it's disgusting.
It's fucking gross. And I will not say her name. And I will say her because go fuck yourself. She killed 6 fucking people. It's a her.
Well, isn't it funny though the fact that they had to identify it as a man? They misgendered her.
Go fuck yourself.
I was like, damn it! I was like, for the first time, we finally got out of one, guys. Nope, she identifies as a man. It was one of you, and he was white.
You want to get canceled?
No. I'm already going to get canceled on this one.
No, but
hold on. Let me go. On
all
this,
right, you got a rant. All right.
Yes.
All right.
So, this person, whatever the hell you want to say, is it identified as this or that? I bring back to the point of the Buffalo shooting that had happened because that was at Tops.
Okay.
A far right radicalized person who wanted to kill as many black people as he could kill. Right?
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
Could have been a psyop.
I think it was a transgendered person.
No, that guy wasn't transgendered. He wasn't. I don't think.
The
guy in Buffalo? No, he was just a far right lunatic.
Okay.
Who wanted to kill black people.
All right.
Okay. This person was a far left lunatic who wanted to kill Christian kids.
Yeah.
Damn. Is that really how far we have come? That we now have to just sit here and wait for the gender and wait for the race and wait for the background after we have these shootings? Because we know that one side's going to get really fucking defensive or happy and the other side's going to say the same other thing about that person, but it doesn't really fucking matter because nothing is being done about the issue that could save these fucking kids, which is the fact that you put a fucking armed guard outside there, a trained human being who has done this before, probably overseas, where your fucking money is already going, where your money always has gone, towards war that we always fight. But we have to go back and say this line and that line and say there's no line in the middle. You fucking morons. I'm gonna be honest with you this one. Before you get us canceled, it is extremely easy to buy an AR in America. There's a background check. There's not really much else. And this is in our state.
Well,
okay?
That's
Our state doesn't allow anyone to get.
That's not technically true. Because you can get an AR-15 that says it's an AR-15, but at the end it says it's New York State compliant, which completely negates the AR-15.
But if you ever wanted to do something of the nature of what these psychopaths do, you are easily able to take things out and make it non-compliant. It's not difficult.
Not if you buy it from a registered dealer in New York. If you buy
it on the black market.
If you buy the parts and put it together yourself, then yes, there is possibilities.
When you ban guns, everything's black market, it gets even crazier.
Yes, but when you legalize them, then you have people that are packing.
Yes, exactly. More importantly is the fact that we have these institutions that are guarded by guards with ARs and guys who are trained. They're called banks.
Prisons.
Or prisons. Banks aren't really guarded by ARs, but at this point they should be. Have someone who's a fucking armed guard at a bank, but like it's got to be like a big bank because most people understand you don't really rob banks anymore. Like there's
no cash at the bank.
There's no fucking point. Yeah,
there's
they
no
don't really
cash
carry.
at the
They don't carry shit anymore.
Go try to get $50,000 from the bank right now.
Yeah,
if you got $50,000 in the fucking bank,
like,
go try to do it.
We gotta make a couple calls.
Go try to withdraw that. I guarantee you that it takes over 4 hours for them to get you $50,000 in the bank.
Yeah. They'll call in the money machine. Hey,
the fucking Brinks will come by in their fucking shit, and here's your bag, sir.
Guess who brings the Brinks though? Armed guards.
Yeah, armed guards.
Security systems, and they got the fucking firepower to hold it.
2 you see,
those
3
are the
you
guys
don't.
that have it. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So we'll say Brinks trucks and banks are in a way sporting events, high-profile celebrities, politicians, billionaires. Missing any of them? Athletes, in most cases, probably have their own, most likely illegal, because they play in a league, in a system that they're not allowed to promote any type of guns, but they know probably most of them have them. I mean, all of them. Even the hockey players probably got their fair share of fucking guns.
I would imagine.
All of them. And I'm telling you, the only thing that really pisses me off every single time something like this happens is when one of those people tell you that we shouldn't have any of them. And I say, fuck you. If you think I shouldn't have a gun, a member of the middle to lower class of middle class, are you really going to fucking tell me that you should still have your security detail with all of the same things? No. So you lay yours down first.
Yep.
And then we'll give them back. How about that? Yeah.
Well, I'm on,
I'll hold my breath on that one.
I'm on the whole Texas mentality on that. You can pry it from my cold, dead hands, motherfucker, because I ain't giving this shit without a fight.
I always say that when they go, Texas will get it. I go, didn't you guys lose last time? Sorry, that's a New Yorker in me.
Yeah.
They don't like us. We don't like them. It's just old.
I like Texans.
I love Texas. Honestly, but they just don't like us. I mean, why would you like the Yankees?
Honestly, I want to move to Austin.
Austin's a cool place. Go get a job at fucking Rogan's.
I want to go get
That's where we get this shit fucking going.
I want to move to. I want to move to Austin so we can go get fucking jobs at motherships and we can become stand-up comedians.
Because I think we don't have to get a job at mothership to become stand-up comedians. You just got to go down to the fucking local corner and start rafting at people.
But I think that the mothership is set up to teach people how to do it.
So it's almost like
it's the comedian school.
Yeah,
it's the school of hard knocks.
They had that in Chicago. Was that First Street or something like that? That's where like all the Saturday Night Livers came out of.
Yeah,
and then the people like years later in training, they would all come out of there.
And then so he has a plan that he's gonna cultivate all of the Austin guys, and then send them across the fucking country in Mothership Presents comedy shows. So they'll go all across the fucking country in these shows that are sponsored by his fucking comedy store.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
That's good for him, good for young comedians, good for young probably podcasters. That shit should grow up. It should become the mothership.
Yeah.
It is the mothership.
We're leaving Earth, motherfucker.
Oh, this basement has honestly never looked as better as it ever has.
Oh, it's just going to get better from here.
A legit fucking studio.
Hell yeah. Oh, let's get it canceled. You ready?
Oh, yes. Cancellation time. Hold on, I need a shot for this.
Yeah, let me get one too, because we are gonna get canceled.
Actually, you know what? I'm doing the screwball. We're getting screwball-y. Last one, I promise. Because I didn't but first.
You didn't but first.
I didn't do it but first. All right, get us canceled, motherfucker.
Shout out to Bear also, because yesterday she told me that she has to come back on the podcast because she loves doing it.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch.
She only listens to the episodes that
she's on because she sounds so good.
She goes, I sound so good. I should come on again. Like, babe, you never listened to the show before. You first.
All right, cheers, motherfucker. Let's get canceled.
Get canceled.
All right.
And now, a cancellation moment from BJFF.
So have you heard about, well, obviously you haven't because you're in Twitter jail.
I'm in Twitter jail, and I was away from the country for a whole fucking week, man. Yeah. I'm lost. I'm totally lost here. What happened?
So because of this Nashville shooting, people are getting banned.
Oh, it's probably me.
Probably.
That's probably why I'm in Twitter jail.
Probably,
It's
but
a great lead in for the Twitter jail me.
But so a lot of people are getting banned because there is supposed to be a trans march on the Supreme Court.
Oh, is that the
on Saturday?
The Day of Vengeance on April 1st.
So
no, that's a real thing.
That is a real thing.
I know that's a real thing. Have you seen the pictures? I sent you a couple of them.
Yeah. It's fucking...
Trans people with ARs.
Yeah.
But you want me to give mine back.
But I'm just saying, like, people were getting...
What is happening?
People were getting canceled off of Twitter for just mentioning the Trans Day of Vengeance.
Yes, that's actually probably what I have.
Yeah? Is that what happened?
I have 4 tweets that got me suspended.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you can just mention the gathering and you are just banned.
Do you know what it is? You know what it is?
People
mentioning what they do, for what they say.
Why do you think the manifesto hasn't come out?
Do you want to see one? The very first one. Johnny Anchors. This is the tweet that I said. Jojo from Jers, who is literally and provenly been a paid operative of the Democrat Party and specifically Joe Biden's campaign to tweet and become a popular tweeter who is outraged when things happen and gets everyone on her side. And she had tweeted out...
Are you misgendering her?
No, it's JoJo from Jersey. It's just a woman. She's a Jersey girl.
All right.
I'll give her that.
All right.
You know, she pretends to be a Jersey girl, but she's really literally a paid operative. There's a picture of all of them. All the people who are Twitter, most popular Democrats on Twitter, they're all at the White House, and they're just sitting there smiling. They get paid, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year just to tweet, just to be
How
idiots.
the fuck do I get those jobs?
You sell your soul to the devil. You okay with that?
Nah.
Yeah. Well, JoJo from Jers was okay with that.
Okay.
So she put out, I still don't understand how anyone needs an AR. And I sent back a tweet that said, at JoJo from Jers, for killing Christ cucks, apparently. And it was a picture of the trans woman that said, Trans Day of Vengeance with an AR and killed Christ cucks. And it was like, wow, interesting. That got me banned from Twitter.
Bro, have you seen the fucking...
Move. That's out. Oh, fetish this, buddy. Same picture. He goes, I don't understand the fetish of guns. Fetish this. Same picture. Had to get blocked out for that one. Let's see. I got 2 other tweets on here. Checks out. Yep, that might have been a different picture. Oh, it was the picture of the shooter.
Oh.
That might have been it, though. You know what? I understand it. At the time, I was like, I just cannot believe that
I can't believe that
go for guns when this is the reason why that person did that. Let's not deny the fact that the motive is not unknown. Like the FBI just said in front of the fucking Congress the other day. Sorry. The FBI said at the Congress yesterday. Can't slam the table. I got to slam other shit. Motive is clear. If it's as clear as it did in Buffalo, it's as clear as it was the other day. You're creating monsters. By pitting everyone against each other.
100%.
It's so easy to see.
Why do you think that all of the trans rights people don't want the manifesto released?
Listen, to me, I don't understand the manifestos to begin with, all right? Not to get too far off on it, but manifestos look like bullshit to me. How does every single person who does this have a manifesto? They plant these things if they wanted to.
I don't think so.
If there's a real-looking one, then there could have been. But
listen,
was it really that descriptive?
Okay, so I'm gonna get dark. But if I were to be a mass shooter, a psychopath of a school, if I was to go shoot up a school, I would definitely have some sort of documents and plans to carry out said shit. So their interpretation of
she did. They did say that.
Yeah, so their interpretation of manifesto might be not
just literally plans.
It might not be what you think of manifesto.
Okay.
Like the fucking BTK killer had a manifesto, I think.
Well, a lot of the serial killers back in the 70s
they have like journals of like, this is what I do and this is why I do it. And
back then, people wrote more too.
Yes.
Like, they had diaries. Now people type it
so
out.
I think their manifesto that they're saying is a manifesto is plans of the attack and like tweets and text messages,
direct
and
messages.
shit.
Yeah, that's their manifesto.
That's their manifesto.
Okay, that makes more sense. I always think of a manifesto as someone literally
like a book
wrote out like in every detail of what they were gonna do or what they were gonna try to do, and it was like, there's no way these people who are that psychotic,
you have to remember,
do this, or that's like, not even say that's smart, but like would be that mindful of it. They're just that hateful to do these types of things that they don't give a fuck about a manifesto. Like, I'm just like, they just literally try to acquire the weapon and then do what they fucking do and try to become famous in a way, because you always name the shooter. And the other day I was kind of ashamed I had shared her picture because
did you share her name? You can share her picture.
Shared her name.
You should definitely share her picture, but never share her name.
Oh yeah.
Her picture means dick without her name.
Well,
but you need to fucking share her picture and show. You need to show the evil. The world needs to see the evil.
You should put a picture up. I'm telling you, this would be a great campaign for Viking Santa 2024. Put a picture up of the Buffalo shooter and that shooter and say, "Show me the difference."
Yeah.
Show me the difference.
That's a great fucking thing.
Show me the difference of hate on one side or the other. And you agree with one, and you agree with one. Well, most people wouldn't agree with any of them. That's the problem.
They shouldn't.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
The far left, far right. I don't know if anyone could see anything in the Buffalo shooter or anyone could see anything good in the transgender shooter. And I would say that this is a tragedy of America because both of those human beings were pushed one way or the other to do something so sinister. So fucking sinister.
Well,
for what, though?
For what?
For what? For the notoriety to be in the media.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's
Warrior.
for.
They find themselves as martyrs.
That's why I will...
It's the same thing as you see overseas.
Yeah, that's why I will never say a mass shooter's name. I will never say it.
Yeah. I don't even know...
I will know... She deserves to be dragged through the mud. She deserves to have whatever is being done to her in hell being done to her. Fuck that cunt. She deserves nothing. And the thing you have to remember is that the party that we are dealing with has no problem with changing the definition of words. Mm-hmm. So, like we were saying, about
very Orwellian.
Yeah. So when we
Orwellian noise.
Yeah, no kidding.
An Orwellian gong.
Gong. So when we say manifesto, it literally is probably just 2 or 3 Twitter
outlines
feeds.
and Twitter feeds.
Yeah, it's actually I heard that she didn't go to a particular school because they had a guard, and then she chose this school, and then got all the
school she went to.
Yeah, and then she went. Yeah, she went to this school, but I guess she had some other plan for a different school that had an armed guard, so she went to what she knew.
That might be fake news.
It might be, but fuck it.
But look it up.
I'm a dumbass. Look it up. But
it's a case in point that they would never go to a place with an armed guard.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. And, okay, so when we're saying manifesto is plans and shit, everybody's going to plan shit out. Like,
doing something of that scale, yeah.
You have to, right?
It's a terrorist.
It's a terrorist attack.
It's a terrorist attack. And the one way you see it, anytime there's a mass shooting, whatever reason they did it, they shoot up churches, they shoot up synagogues, they shoot up fucking schools, they shoot up grocery stores.
And you think that she just...
They do it for a reason because at the end of the day, they're psychotic.
And you just think that she happened to end up in that corner?
She had very expensive guns, too, by the way.
For real.
How'd you get those?
And multiples.
2 of them.
And handguns.
Yeah.
She had 2 rifles.
Probably close to $4,000 to $5,000 worth of weaponry that she hid from her anti-gun mother, who's also religious. Who
also knew that she was in a mental predicament.
Yeah.
Who also knew that she had guns.
She did know?
Oh, yeah,
I heard that she said she didn't know.
No, she knew. She said she knew.
Oh.
And also let her daughter stay with her when she was 28, so, didn't really not accept her. I heard that she
might have had high-functioning autism.
Okay, but still.
There's an excuse, though.
Yeah, all of this is excuses.
Psychopathic.
And I will always point the finger at her because she is the one that did it. She is the one that made the choice to walk into that fucking school and kill 6 fucking people. My question is, we need a motive.
It's clear what the motive is.
It's clear what the motive is, but you need to release the info.
It's as clear as Buffalo. It's as clear as all of them. Some of them, you look, they go, I couldn't find a motive, and then it goes down to what the motive is. The person is fucking crazy.
Which, again,
that's the motive.
They've
been pushed to the point of being a mass murderer.
Which brings me to the point that we do have a mental health problem in the United States.
Shit.
And we are not going about it the right fucking way.
Well, we're failing. It's the results 100%. Are pretty clear that we're failing at mental health. No matter what we say, I'm pretty sure talking about it and retweeting hashtags once a year aren't working. So we might need to rethink it. And you've had some good ideas on it. And I just think when you immediately blame something half the time, which is the gun, and you could use it as a paylover on certain circumstances where it's like clearly if you're anti-gun, you're probably on the left. You can use it in certain circumstances as hate towards people on the left or towards a certain group that they support. And it's a twofold. So they're always going to go for your guns. And they're never going to admit, though. Hardly any, conservatives would really even admit that letting anybody just walk in and grab one of those fucking things. I'm telling you, dude, my prediction, those days are limited here. They're going to eventually fucking find a reason to do it. But it won't go well.
That's when we have France. Because if
there's
there's
France moment, again, it's like the banks.
If
the
there's
banks go empty
yeah.
and they tell you can't have this anymore and all that, then it kind of gets starts looking French.
It's not even that the banks, it's not even that the banks say that you can't have this anymore. It's the paychecks going into your bank account that immediately are gone, and you can't pay your rent, and you can't pay your property tax, and you can't pay to put food on the table because your money's just gone because the banks owe so much fucking money.
Oh man,
that's what's happening.
It's coming.
And when you go into the deep depths of these fucking mass shooters and shit, there is always an underlying issue. Psychopathy.
They're raised a certain way. We got a call in, by the way.
We got a call?
Yeah, a call in.
A call in?
Yeah.
Who's a call in?
Should we put it? It's SP.
SP, put him on.
All right, hold on. We're putting
SP, you are live on air.
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up,
no, the SP. You driving?
What up? Yeah.
How's the weather out there? Did they turn that China weather machine on pretty quick today or what?
The China weather machine is back off. We're looking at a beautiful sunset right now. Nice.
Dude, I feel like we could do this every time. SP with the weather.
Yeah, it's roads are wet, but it's no longer
from our road correspondent SP.
Going live to the streets.
So I mean, we've been dipping and diving into a couple of things tonight. I mean, we hit on the shooter now. I'm kind of burned out on that topic, honestly. What do you think about China recently agreeing with Brazil to move away from the U.S. petrodollar?
Yeah, I just saw that. I actually just saw that on Twitter. They're now, I think it's what? That's like the fourth or fifth country to do it now.
What else do they have? They had Saudi Arabia.
Russia.
Yeah, that's a while. China, obviously.
China, fucking
India,
Pakistan.
It's like the sixth or seventh, and those are major ones. Those are major countries. Saudi Arabia for the oil. I didn't know that until BJFF told me, and I was like, dude, that's it.
So
that's GG.
Yeah.
So that's for every commodity. Like they're just gonna start exchanging in their own. Right. That's not just
that
for
one.
oil.
Yeah, that's not
for
just
Brazil.
Oil. That's
yeah,
trade. That's trade.
Wow. Well,
Brazilian's a huge economy.
It's only a matter of time. So, it is the new world order. The UN.
The
yuan. Nice. See, I told that's not called the yen, right?
It's called the yen.
No, the yen is Japanese. Is this person gonna stop? Are you gonna stop? Okay, I drive a truck.
Again,
I drive a truck.
live from the streets.
Live from the streets again. He is giving you the most up-to-date weather and information on Chinese foreign policy.
I mean, some lady from New Jersey almost just blew a red light. I was gonna fucking.
Maybe it's JoJo from Jersey.
JoJo
We just
from
talked from her. JoJo from Jersey.
That girl is a fucking psyop.
Yo, yeah, she is. She's also a paid Dem operative. We just brought her up. She got me deleted. She was the one who threw me in Twitter jail.
No way.
Yeah, it was one of her tweets,
That's
one of her
hilarious.
replies. Yeah.
She's a catfish too. Have you ever seen her in real life?
She's butt fucking ugly.
Woof.
Woof, he said.
Buzz, your fucking girlfriend. Woof.
I think the Brazilian whatever
Yan. I said the yan. The yan.
Yeah, I mean it's we're totally fucked. We're gonna be completely worthless in the international trade.
You're going to have to need fungible things, right? Like fungible tokens, not non-fungible tokens, NFTs.
Non-fungible tokens.
They're going to be
saying
useless.
for years. Buy gold.
Buy
gold.
Buy gold and silver.
Buy gold, silver, yes.
Gold,
We should
gold
probably
is
translate a little bit of our wealth after this show to gold.
I think so, yes.
I talked to a guy
gotta
today. He
buy
said
it,
it's
you gotta
silver.
buy it.
Silver might even be better because it's easier to use in different things other than just currency.
right.
Gold is just the ultimate, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, it just rocks. You
I mean,
need...
every so you gotta buy like bullion, like the either coins or just buy them by the ounce, like the bricks.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of them. We also have a bunch of copper.
Who's we, motherfucker?
silver,
Dude, he
and
owns a
gold.
fucking... He owns a shop.
Oh, a jewelry shop. He owns a jewelry shop.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, so we.
Do you wanna
have-
plug
we have
it?
A lot of
Plug your jewelry shop.
Plug the name of it.
So refraction.
Refraction. Yep.
Refraction. All right.
Look it up.
I guess I'm no longer silent.
No. We're just gonna put those words out there, and any true listener can look it up.
Technically, you are still silent because you are silent partner.
You're still silent, but
So
you own
yeah,
those. You own those minerals. You own those rocks. It's a good thing to have.
yeah, I mean physical assets, especially in these days when we don't know what the U.S. dollar is gonna do. Yeah, I mean you never know what we could run into. But I really don't want to learn Mandarin, so
I said to theirs, I go buy ammo, learn Mandarin. Because if you don't do that, you're not ready, man. I got
You've
one
been
out of
saying
it.
that
I got one out of the two. I'll leave it up to the
I
listeners
also-
to know which one.
like
What else you got?
What'd you think about Nashville, SP?
No, not that. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
no?
What do you say?
Oh, I was just gonna say I also just bought you know those fucking gel blasters that cops in New York City keep busting people with?
Gel blasters. Those little like machine gun looking things that shoot out the
Yeah.
gels. Yeah, like the little liquid
Yeah.
things. Yeah, those commercials used to be on TV all the time. How many kids shot their fucking parents' eyes out before those things went off the market?
I just got some.
Of course you did. Oh, fucking course you did.
They look fun.
I'm gonna fucking shoot you with one next time I see you. Should bring them down here. We'll have a.
I needed a new toy.
I mean, it is a toy after all, isn't it?
I mean, technically,
What did it say on the box when you got it? Did it say something like ages something to up?
20. I think it's 21 and older.
You gotta be 21. You gotta be legally able
No
to
shit.
drink to do these. Oh my god.
I don't know if it's 16 or 21, but I know that there is an age limit. I don't remember what it is.
SP, is that thing street legal?
Apparently it's street legal. Well, not street
Not in New
legal.
York City or not wherever the hell people are getting busted.
I'm driving through some bad cell service.
We can hear you pretty good. You can't hear us?
I can hear you guys. You're a little choppy, but I don't know if they're street legal. Like it says that it's prohibited in like certain areas, so I'm sure like gun free zones,
Yeah.
Can't bring them to gun free zones.
Yeah.
'Cause,
So it's just gonna be like us shooting each other in your backyard.
probably. Yeah, probably.
All right, I want to take
It's
the
like
far
paintball.
pool side. I want to take far pool side just to start, just to let you know. You can start by the house. I'm invading you, buddy.
That's fine.
Home invasion fucking shit.
We'll have a
SP doesn't have a good
zombie
record with that.
apocalypse.
He actually took out Chugs' eye back in the day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
You want to rip that story real quick?
I single-handedly doomed Chugs. He is 100% going to have glaucoma later on in life.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, when we were kids, we were playing airsoft, and it was 1v1, SP versus Chugs, and Chugs started running at me.
It's my
I
birthday.
started running at Chugs. We're shooting our airsoft guns at each other, and then last freaking bullet that I shoot, Chugs, at the same time that my finger pulls that trigger, Chugs takes off his safety glasses, and my bullet goes straight into his eye.
Why did he take off the glasses?
Thought it was over.
You have to ask Chugs.
We'd have to ask Chugs on that one. You know what? We could get Chugs. I
Why
bet you I
don't you
could
get
call.
Chugs on the line?
I get Chugs on the line after this, and I'll tell the Chug side of the story.
Well, he'll blame it on me.
I would say, I don't blame him because he was the one maimed. That was it. It
Yeah.
happened on my birthday. It was like my 14th or 15th birthday. I was like, fucking
Way to ruin my
fucking
birthday,
SP.
asshole.
What are you doing, man? And then
So then get this. So that it was in his right eye. Pretty sure his right eye. Yeah, his right eye. So get this. 10 years later, we're out at his cottage. He's sitting out like, I'm not even kidding, probably like 100 feet away from me. He's down on his dock. I'm up on the porch, and I throw a fucking grape tomato.
Oh, Jesus.
I say, "Hey, Chugs." He looks fucking right in the eyeball.
oh my god, dude! It's just fate, man.
He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "Dude, you hit me in the same fucking eye."
Quit leading with your eye, asshole.
Chugs is gonna come on this podcast, the first one to ever have a little bit of slightly worse vision in the right eye, because of all the things that SP has done over the years.
I've doomed him. I feel so bad. His right eye is going to have glaucoma.
The poor bastard. Well, we're trying to get the two brothers on here soon. A four brothers one when we get new mics would be great. We'll get 5 mics in here. We'll have all the brothers in for the pod. Maybe even add. Well, if Sniffs is out of the tourney, we'll get the brother-in-law. We'll get that guy.
That guy.
We'll get the full 6 Knights of the Round Table for the first official night. So we got to get that one planned definitely soon.
Yes. Yeah, I agree on that. I was hoping that today was going to be a little bit earlier so I could sneak out, but...
Hey, you made it on the phone in, so hopefully you can be able to hear, and we haven't just been talking to ourselves for the last, 20 minutes, however long it's been.
No, we got recording. We're good.
You got lines?
Yeah.
You checked the lines. You got lines, man. That's great.
We're actually recording. That's good.
Okay.
No, we're live, bro.
We're live on YouTube, actually.
Oh, live. Yeah, I know we're live, but we're also recording, or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got you loud and clear. Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah, I was surprised to see the snow today, but then no, I'm not, because they just can't let it go.
They can't let it go. We getting back to China?
Well, I'm worried China.
Well, who the fuck isn't, huh? That's what I've been telling you to learn Mandarin for the last fucking 4 years. That's why Ray Dalio is like, yo, they're taking over, and there's pretty much nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. I mean, no shit.
So you prepare yourself. You get some bullion.
I would say buy gold. That's a big one. Silver's good too. Copper's kind of fucking useless, but
But it's tangible.
It's tangible. It's fungible.
Fungible.
we can melt it down and whatever we gotta do some stuff.
Do some fucking medieval shit ass, man. We're about to get medieval on your ass.
Become blacksmiths, motherfucker.
That's what we need. We need like a blacksmith or something.
Yo, I already got the fucking kiln, motherfucker.
We got our blacksmith.
Don't worry about that, motherfucker.
Oh shit! Got the whatever it's called.
I got whatever you need, motherfucker.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I'm down to like make a sword or something.
Not even like I have it, but I can also make another one.
You go real medieval on that.
So
ass.
I can make a sword. I can make
what?
I can make whatever you need as long as we got
Nunchucks?
the mold. If we got the mold,
You got ninja stars.
if we got the mold,
Oh, I want some ninja stars.
and we got to get the fucking.
I was in a ninja star league one time in Fredonia. Fuck. That's live. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Can't do
you
nothing
gotta
about
take
it.
a shot now, motherfucker. You
Oh,
fucked up.
I did a live moment. I said I wouldn't do it. Lord help me.
What'd you do?
I gave it out. It's all good. We're gonna move past it. Anyways, in college, I was in
Part of a
in
ninja star league.
Yeah. After the bars, we go back. This kid on my hockey team had a ninja star. Had ninja stars. He bought them in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Way back from a hockey tournament. And we used to have a fucking league. Like literally and we would targets almost like darts. And it would just be a league after throwing ninja stars.
What kind of league is this though?
It was a junk league.
Is this
It wasn't a real league. I mean,
Yeah.
people would just go there, just play each other just randomly.
Yeah.
There's no standings or fucking rankings or nothing.
like that guy that
it
you
was just
hated
the
that week?
Ninja Star League. We were there just in our little living room of our
NSL.
college house with this projector screen that came down. Didn't you see that when you came and visited SP? You were young.
It was in the basement or it was downstairs?
No, and the one. So my side. Remember my side of the college house? You come in the front room. And to the right, there's that big room that was just used for nothing but partying.
Yeah.
And there's a wooden thing that came down in that room on the right side that they had, I think, as a projector before we were there. Like when our cousin was there. Jesus, I almost went for it again. I almost had to take 2 shots. I saved myself.
SP is speeding in a work zone, and SP is passing a trooper.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to get SP live on air with a cop out there.
SP, if you have to go, just, tell us about it as soon as you get done. If not, keep us live on air.
All right. This guy's going faster than me in the BMW. I think I'm all right.
Nice. Thank God for the douchebag in the Beamer.
Yeah, for real.
Thanks for the Guido from Greats.
Thank you, Mr. X3.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, they're doing some more fucking construction. Shocker.
Oh, no. More construction, more money going to the people of New York. Out of the people of New York. Sorry.
Local.
Kathy Yokel. So, SP, any other hot takes? We did shout you out earlier, actually, in the episode when we were discussing the sphere of the Earth. But
Oh,
not
Allegedly.
even in
Allegedly.
That, not to go into that point of it, but anything else hot,
okay,
salty
no, I
that's
kinda-
got you going right now?
I kind of want to. So
we have them on,
I
folks.
actually had an interaction with a pilot,
Oh boy.
and yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Not sure.
Not sure about the shape of the Earth.
I'm
I was up there
think
recently.
it's-
I looked and I couldn't find a curve myself. It was difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard. And I only flew from DC back home, so it was like not even that far, but
Yeah,
as
but
flat as
the
I could
points
see.
that he was making, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just in on the whole con, but he's saying, man, it's round. You know, he's saying it's a globe, and he showed me this. He showed me this app that he uses because he's like a commercial pilot, and it's you got to pay for it. It's like $120 a year, which really isn't that bad. It's
not much at all. But you have to be a pilot.
No, like you could buy. I think I could just buy it, but I didn't try. I'm not spending $120.
No, fuck that.
You cheap fuck.
I mean,
Yeah,
bad,
we'll buy it.
He was showing me.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Like, the live flights from Australia to South America, and how on like a flat Earth, it wouldn't be. They wouldn't have gone that way.
The way that they did, yeah. So it's proven that it's round or proven that it's flat?
I mean, he was pretty convincing that it is round.
But I don't understand why they would go to Alaska to go to South America.
So they didn't.
Oh.
So if you look at, I know that's like a crash landing. So that one I don't understand.
We finally debunked a conspiracy theory on this show. The Earth is in fact round, ladies and gentlemen.
Brought to you by SP and his pilot friend.
He goes, I'm still not totally convinced.
You're not totally convinced? What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It's all right to have questions.
My world is shattered. I did listen to...
His flat Earth is completely rounded.
Yes, it just got curved up.
It got curved up a notch.
But I did listen to... I finally listened to Graham Hancock. I'm going to watch that Netflix
He's great.
series.
I fucking love Graham Hancock. He's a friend of the show, but he doesn't know who we are.
Yeah.
But hey, he's a friend of the show.
And Randall Carlson. And then there was another one.
Carlson's kind of a windbag, but he's okay.
There was another one on the Godfathers podcast there. Rogan.
Is it Schultz? Because he was just on there recently, the comedian. He was telling us...
No, it was two guys. It was Jimmy...
Oh, yeah, the Egypt guys.
Yeah. Something. They said that they found Atlantis, and it was pretty interesting. I listened to it all today, driving out to work. So it was pretty interesting.
So that was about... They said that Atlantis was in Africa, right?
Yeah, like the Eye of the
Gibraltar?
Sahara is what this...
The Eye of Sahara.
Oh, so in the... Gilbachar, that was one of my originals. This is my originals where I can't fucking speak the proper word, and I used to say Gilbachar.
Jimmy Corsetti.
Yeah, so that was a good one. And they said that this... I gotta remember what it's called. But essentially, it like lines up with everything that they've said about whatever Plato said about Atlantis.
Yeah, it was the Eye of the Sahara. I'm pulling up a picture right now so that everybody can see.
So that's the location of Atlantis according to these Egyptians?
According to these guys, that's what they're saying.
Was it close to like the Mediterranean Sea, like near Greece, ancient Greece?
No.
Yeah.
Or is it north of...
No, it's in the middle of the Sahara desert.
Middle of the desert?
Middle of the desert.
Wow.
Yeah, so essentially back in... And then they also like dated humans back like 100,000 years.
Yeah, they're way older than what they said. Yeah, 40,000. Yeah. Not even 4,000.
No, 100.
130,000 years old.
130,000 years old.
130,000 years older than what they thought.
Because they keep finding things in the dirt.
Yeah.
So,
and we haven't even looked.
We don't look.
Yeah.
That we kept dying to different meteors and stuff. But
damn, that's fucking...
like the Sahara at one point was like how the Amazon is today.
Yeah, it was very lush and very fertile. And very it had the mega lake of Chad.
Yep.
So it had the biggest body of fresh water to exist on planet Earth in the middle of the Sahara.
So that no shit people would live right there.
Yeah, no
on
shit.
top of it.
Yeah.
And like the walls. Did you pull up that picture of the Eye of the Sahara?
I did. It is up there right now.
So they had. So it's like whatever Plato said, like the outer walls are rimmed of gold, and there's 3 circles. There's land, water, land, whatever. And,
I probably can find a better one. Hey? So basically, it was all about concentric circles, and the Eye of the Sahara. If you look, it has fucking
man.
clear and
It's a pyramid.
Pretty much
Looks like a fucking tiger.
It's crazy.
Look at that thing.
It's crazy how easy you can just look
From
at
Earth,
this.
from up top, it looks pretty crazy itself at the spiral. But then, like when you came down lower, like it was like holy shit, like that. The other one that it was almost. It looked like it was a structure, formally.
Yeah, so essentially they are convinced that was one of the cities of Atlantis, which they assume was actually like multiple cities across the globe. Wow, look at me saying globe. That's so weird.
Oh, he is so convinced now. Look at that. Okay, so you probably can't look this up unless you're somehow listening at the same time as you're on the podcast that is live on YouTube. Which would be very impressive of you, but don't try, please. Just continue driving safely. But the picture that we're looking at, it almost looks to me like a structure in the middle of the desert where there's water, like almost like a snakeskin looking fucking picture coming around in a circle, in a perfect circle.
Yeah.
Circles to me are the definition of the infinityness of the universe.
Yeah.
If you think about it, there's no point in a circle. There's no end to the circle. There's no end to infinity.
There's no
infinity
start,
is
there's
forever.
no end. Yes.
So they go in and out, in and out. And that's like the infinite mark that these people, whenever they made that, knew about. They were more in tune with the universe than we ever were.
All right, you ready for this theory, guys?
Oh, shit. All right,
you ready?
We got a theory coming. Hold on, I got to ring the bell. There's so many beer cans in front of me. There we go.
So what if we find out what the frequency is to make a fucking full, just perfect circle? So, like, it would be the quarter of the frequency would make a complete and utter arc for a circle, so that if you repeat it 4 times, it would make a complete circle. So what if we find out that note, and then we play that note just over on repeat inside the fucking pyramid, and then the fucking pyramid turns on?
Whoa.
Because, like you said, a circle is a perfect representation of the universe. Because there is no beginning, there is no end.
No end. It's constant.
So what if we find out the fucking perfect frequency of sound for this to make a complete circle, and then the fucking pyramids just turn on to the fucking power station? Because I am convinced, I am 100% convinced that those fucking pyramids were some sort of power station for not only Africa, but the world.
You know what that note is?
What's that?
Oh,
bro, you might be right.
When you put that on a sonogram, it's a complete circle.
There you go.
There's your answer.
So
that's why the monks do it, right?
That's why they do it. That's how they get in tune with the universe, with time.
I was listening to some monk music.
That's the ultimate prayer in Hindu culture is Om.
Mm-hmm.
Just Om.
There was a really good song I took a picture of.
It's a circle.
It's called Deva Premal. It's on Spotify. Deva Premal. It's like an artist or album or whatever. It was pretty cool. I was meditating a little bit. But
you're a meditator now? I try to read a little bit of Buddhism. It's hard to read. At least personally, but listening to it's probably peaceful as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. This like Deva Premal guy or group, whatever. They have like this whole album, and it's like a bunch of chants, and if you say it, like it's part of meditating, I guess.
But the Beatles, man, they had meditation fucking chants in their songs.
So just like a bunch of chants, and it was pretty cool.
I think we all need to take some time and actually fucking learn.
I'd convert
how
to Buddhism.
meditate.
I'd convert to Buddhism tomorrow if other people would do it with me.
Let's go.
I'll convert to it.
Fuck the Bible. Let's start reading whatever the Buddhists fucking read.
It's long.
That's fine.
There's a lot of verses.
We'll fucking cover it on the podcast, just like we would everything else.
All right. We'll
fucking tell me the book, and I will read
on
it.
the next Astro, we're gonna have to do it with you. We're gonna read a couple excerpts from Buddhism. You down?
I'm practicing my Mongolian throat. I also found Mongolian throat music. What the fuck was it? Oh my god, techno.
Oh Jesus!
No.
Who is this? Xandu.
Xandu?
Xandad.
Not Xanadu, like Rush. Dude, me and you saw Rush together. Remember that show?
Yep. It's Xanadu by Umet Ozkan.
Banger, he says. Yeah, I'd look up by the artist.
Who is it by?
Umet Ozkan. UMMETOZCAN. Shout out.
Here we go.
Umet.
Right. Here it comes. Shout out. We do not own the rights to this music, but we just love it. Courtesy of SP.
I'm showing it on YouTube, so it should be fine.
That's the Mongolian chant right there. This is good shit.
Ooh! Oh, fucking banger, bro!
Yo, we're playing this in the garage.
Fucking banger! I hope this dude blows up. Oh god.
Oh, yeah, it's going in. No, you gotta keep it going. Keep it going. Woo. Okay, pour another one. I said I wouldn't, but come on. This calls for one. SP, stay with us.
I'm here.
We're letting it ride, man. This is your request, so we're letting it ride. It's good.
It's gonna fucking drop, bro.
Here it comes. No, you take it.
Oh,
Take it.
here it comes.
It's about to drop, isn't it?
I like the colors too.
It's Om. See the Om in the middle?
Yeah.
That's the circle. It's the circle of life. Elton John was trying to tell you years ago, kids.
It's a circle. Circle of life.
Elton John?
I don't have any idea.
Okay,
Here we comes.
Here's the big Om. You still with us, SP?
I'm here.
Okay, he's here online. How's the weather out there?
Oh, it's good. I just pulled into my driveway.
All right, nice. We're gonna finish this off with one last bang, and we'll let you go.
I'm looking at Venus.
Trippy, bro. Here it comes. You ready? This is Mongolian trap rap, basically.
Mongolian techno is the
Mongolian techno.
All right, that's
Okay,
it for that.
that is
That's
the best
funny.
thing I've heard in years. Thank you for blessing us with that, SP.
You're welcome. I'm in my driveway, so I'm gonna go inside.
All right.
And eat some dinner.
All right, hey, you have a great night.
Give Charles, the private investigator,
PI.
our love.
We love the PI. Shout out PI. I used to call her P.I. because I
I'll
just
tell
didn't know her
Chuck.
last name.
I'll tell Chucky.
P.I.
All right, you'll tell Chucky.
Tell her we
Thanks
love
for
her.
calling in,
Thanks
too,
for
man.
calling in, brother. We're going to call Chugs right now and confirm that shooting the eye out story. All right.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right. See ya.
Peace.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why doing live shows are the fucking best.
Hell yeah, we just got Mongolian trap music, bro.
Well, should we give Chugs a call, see if he's available?
Fuck it, let's try Chugs. If he doesn't answer, then we'll cut it loose. If not,
Well, I
if
think
he does answer, then we'll fucking...
I'm gonna text Chugs first.
All
And I'll
right.
see if he's available, and then do you want to go through a quick disclosed TV rapid
Rundown,
fire?
yeah, let's go.
You want to hit the rundown?
Yeah.
All right. Let me tell Chugs that
Yeah.
he's on the line to potentially be a closer of the show
Yeah.
to comply with the story that SP had given us about the airsoft story.
First time on the show, too. So.
and the tomato. And the
the
cherry
grape tomato.
'cause the grape tomato that came flying in from, and I've been there before. And dude, we got to bring you up there because it's fucking beautiful.
Fucking
Thousand
Swig's
Islands.
already invited me.
Thousand
So.
Islands, man. That's where I invented my own religion, man. That's where I
Yeah.
invented Hendersonism.
What?
Henderson.
I have to know like 3 to 4 months in advance so
Yeah.
that I can start my crop. So that when we go up there, we can have enough of the crop, if you know
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Yes. Usually we go up in first week of August.
Good to know. I will start growing them soon.
So it's just a place where you're out of humanity for a little while. You're in the wilderness. You get to go fishing. out
Me
in the
and
middle of the
T-Rex will literally put our phones in a box
lake. Yeah.
because that's how I feel.
But, that's where you dabble.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You'll
you get a little,
take a few
mischievous.
things and you
You experience life.
You're like, what do I do now? And
Yeah.
What do I feel?
What's
You let
coming
go
out of the water?
All responsibility and action for a little while. And you're just like, you know what? Get so stressed up. You get so built up all the time. Everyone gets so built up with anger. All these people.
Well, so
You're on a meter, okay?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're on a fucking meter. And that meter can go off. And every single human, you're humanly capable of passing that meter, of going the fuck off, and you know what I'm talking about.
oh yeah,
Okay? We've talked about it enough on this podcast. It probably got us canceled already, but fuck it. Everyone's got a goddamn meter. You got to learn how to regulate that fucking thing. You got to learn how to what gets you off without pissing other people off and getting on their meter. Forget about everyone's meters.
Yeah.
Worry about your own fucking meter.
yeah.
Worry about where you're at on the fucking scale of kind and compassionate to raging, psychotic, mass-killing lunatic. Let's see where you are on the meter when it comes to getting upset about certain things, not only politically, but the fact that in society, we cannot have conversations with people of different meters. Everyone's on a different scale. We're talking kilometers and miles. We're
Yeah.
talking metric system and feet.
Yeah.
We're talking two different fucking systems, and we're all on the same meter. We're all going the same distance. We're all going the same place. We're all moving the same speed. We're all speaking the same fucking tones out of our goddamn chords. You figure out if you're on this meter or that meter, and whatever. You worry about your own meter
For sure.
because people are losing it. And they're
And-
going way too far on their meter.
And to be
Me
honest,
included.
and I was just gonna say about that meter is 2023 has started off so fucking shitty for us
Mm-hmm.
that our summer, I feel, because we've already been invited to the cottage, is just
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
gonna be fun.
fucking banging.
We're going to do live episodes from the chat.
I'm fucking down. Let's
It's going to
do
be
it.
called the Henderson Tapes. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be called the Henderson Tapes.
Okay.
Live on Astro Anthology.
Yeah, we gotta get.
Henderson Tapes.
We need some fucking Patreon so that we can get some XLR fucking
I think
microphones.
once we get more content out there, these are going to be what are be called the relics, like the season 1 of The Office, where they weren't quite great, but they had potential. And you could see that they had potential.
Yeah.
And that's what we're rolling through right now. And that's why I appreciate anyone who's made it this far into this
I hope you keep
podcast we've
listening.
had.
Sergeant Brubby, our biggest supporter, man.
Oh yeah,
Fucking,
Sergeant Brubby.
we gotta
and the
shout
crew,
you out every
West
fucking
Coast. Support the military.
Hell yeah.
They don't have a choice where we fight and what we do. They just serve their country like absolute heroes that they are.
And honestly,
Shout out
I
to
can
Sergeant Brubby and
I
his
can honestly
fucking
say from the
whole
bottom of
team.
my heart that if the guns were to point at the citizens, those are the soldiers that are going to point the guns back at their buddies because they know it's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
These are the men that are fucking, they know what the fuck is up. They, for fuck's sake, they listen to us. They
Yeah.
got to know a little bit. They got to know something.
They still have they emailed us yet?
No.
Okay.
That might be fear. Because, I mean, the fact that they listen to us is out there. I mean, once they start emailing us, then they are actively participating, and then they could get reprimanded.
I would say this, too, as well as the fact that they had listened so patriotically.
Yeah.
Maybe we are the true American patriots.
I think we are,
just
bro.
Don't know it.
I think, honestly...
I'm half Canadian.
So, that don't matter. The problem... Not even the problem. The thing that T-Rex has always told me is that I have some sort of complex where I need... It's not that I need to save people, but I know that I have a higher calling. I know that
Do you
there's...
have that quality about
there is something in me that I know that I have to be...
Get my fucking eyebrow on the microphone.
There is something in me where I need to be I think that I can be the voice of reason when there is quarrel. I think that I can provide humanity with something good. And I want to explore every option of that.
I want to explore it with you.
This was the first
fun fucking ride, man.
This was the first one. And I think, honestly, we could have 0 subscribers, and I could care less.
I don't care either, because we come down here, we literally give it our fucking all.
Oh, yeah.
It's who we are.
Yeah.
Just straight
up into the microphone, into your ears.
uncensored,
this is who we are.
And completely average, normal, well-informed dumbasses. We are not smart.
No.
And most of you probably aren't either. But hey, whatever you're doing to commit to what your purpose is and why you believe you are here on this earth, what your meter reads. Huh?
Hey.
I'm on the metric system now. I am half Canadian after all. Hey, you want some fucking poutine or what? Got some great fucking grits there.
What'd Chug say?
Chugs, I actually didn't text him very
What are you
soon.
doing, bro?
I kind of fucked up. I did text him, but it was not that long ago.
So he's not that readily available? Is that the problem?
No. I would say shout out to the Canadians, because if we get any Canadian viewers, we'll give you a little Canadian sauce, all right? At our wedding, how crazy were the fucking Canadians?
Bro.
I mean, come on.
Bro, if they weren't tearing it up on the dance floor, they were on the balcony smoking their
But even
shit.
after.
Oh,
it was, dude, they were up till 5 a.m. and it was daylight savings. The clocks went back an hour. You got married on the 5th. Remember the 5th of November.
Me and SP were outside the hotel smoking that wacky tobacco and some tobacco.
Yeah.
This fucking nurse from the apartments by the fucking hotel comes out and says, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm a nurse, and I just got 30
drunk Canadians outside of this motel, outside of the motel in the parking lot." In between, it was a double-sided motel.
Yeah.
So it was like one building and then a separate building that was the other side of the motel.
And we set up camp in between both buildings.
Between both buildings, there was just...
Where it just echoes.
Echoing...
That shit was great, though. That was a great time.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
They go back in the hotel. It was like 3 a.m. I was like, guys, they're going to call the cops. The hotel manager came out twice.
Twice.
He comes out, he goes, second time. The first time he came out, he was very respectful. He was like, okay, it was probably like by 11. And it was like, all right, we understand there was a wedding. Actually, no, I didn't get back till 12. It might have been like even midnight.
Yeah.
He came over and he's like, all right, like, I understand, like, this is not acceptable.
Just
like,
calm it
we're a
down a
hotel.
little.
Like,
Yeah.
People need to be inside. And I was like, all right, calm it down. It's like, yeah, people are just getting here right now.
Yeah.
We're
Coming
just
off the bus.
Yeah, coming off the bus, and we're just waiting to get everybody inside. We'll be fine.
Meanwhile, the door of the hotel is propped open
with a beer
by 30 rack of beer. Just purchased
His
from
family's coming in and out.
So the beer is just right there, ready to be grabbed. And then, so he comes out all respectful, like, hey, just tone it down.
Yeah,
And then the second time he comes out, he is pissed at this point.
I am going to call the cops. This is ridiculous. I told you once, you got to get everyone inside. I'm calling the cops. I'm like, okay, all right, dude. What am I going to do? 25 fucking drunk Canadians behind me, man. What the fuck? I'm dealing with a riot right now. I mean, it's basically a foreign invasion. It's like Canadian bacon, but reversed.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
It's like Canadian bacon 2. They fucking came, eh?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, we did our best. We got him inside, and then they didn't complain once we got him inside. They just took over that one little part of the hotel, the other side.
Yeah, I
was the main part of the hotel.
Yeah,
you were in the main part.
I was in the main part.
So was I. But, I think, Bear, to her credit, she knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And she knew I was actually, at that point, for one time in my life, was responsible. Because I was coherent through all of that. And I just knew what was happening. And I go, there's no one else. There's no one else that'd be able to do this besides the groom.
Yeah.
I got to do it. Because there was really no one else.
No, there was no one else.
And
Father the groom was right there with him.
Oh, he was in the clan. He's the Canadian. I mean, he's the
one
Canadian.
that started the fucking riot.
Fucking King Tomato. He is. He should get on the show sometime. I know he's very bashful about his past, and he's had an extraterrestrial experience.
Well, he needs to fucking explain that.
And he needs to tell his story, and we will get him on here. God willing, I will do that someday. I will get him down here and have a real talk with the tomato.
I love it.
And we could do it as even like an SP thing too as well.
Yeah.
So what? We do whatever we want. It's our
family
kingdom.
meeting.
It's where we got our control.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice?
I love it. Never giving that up.
Isn't that nice?
Fucking love it.
Yeah. Well, he's got his stories, but to close that story out, it was at least till 4 or 5 in the morning, and I was like, dude, I can't do it anymore. But they figured it out. That you stayed on that one side of the hotel. There was the main side where we all slept on. There was that other side. And that's pretty much where all the Canadians were.
That was the Wild Wild West.
They were like all night long. My cousin came to breakfast in the morning, and I probably got like about 4 hours of sleep that night, maybe. And in the morning, I see my cousin walking, and he's outside smoking a cigarette when I come out into the lobby, and his family's out there, and all my Canadian relatives are all out there. And they're like, yeah, you had a good night, and most everyone leaves. Americans, most didn't even stay.
Yeah.
They came to the party and then they left. They went home. They went to their houses. They went to their apartments, wherever they lived. But the Canadians were all there. So in the morning, it was just me and all the Canadians and Sean, all the fucking
Bear.
Unquoted moment.
Take another one.
It's going to be a halvesy.
Gonna have to buy you an Uber.
It's going to be a fucking halvesy. So, we had the morning with the Canadians. Cousin rolls in from smoking a cigarette. He hadn't slept. Get that kid on the pod soon. His name, he'll always just be Grommer.
Grommer?
Grommer.
All right.
Grommer. Gotta say it like that, though.
Grommer.
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 There's a W in there, evidently.
There's not, actually. There's not.
Grommer.
I know Grommer. He'd fucking love this show. All his fucking Canadian buddies up there. They'd fucking dig it. I'll send him the link after.
Hell yeah.
I needed to come out of character there for a second. It was tough. Cheers to fucking up. As always. On a live pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm spent.
You gotta pull up the song though, so we can end properly.
I could probably play it the whole thing out.
Fucking play the whole thing out.
And
they deserve it.
Glenn
the band.
You know what I'm gonna fucking do? I'll tell you.
That doesn't sound Canadian.
I'm gonna get the band camp. Let me go up back there to the band camp. So the name is Glenn the Band.
Glenn the Band.
And I think we could play some live shit that they had played back in the day. It was from 2014 to 2016.
What's the name of the song that we
go to El Problemo.
What is it?
The name of the person who posted it, which is an El Problemo. No, I'm saying it is an El Problemo.
Okay, gotcha.
If it's not cute, right?
No. Yeah.
Funny?
Kinda. You didn't. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
It's not working. Hold on. We got some dead. Tell some fucking jokes.
Tell some jokes? I gotta fucking piss as a joke, man.
That's the
joke? Oh shit. We don't have Chat GPT telling us some jokes. Yo, did you know that
There it is.
Alright, we found it already.
So this one here.
That's alright. Pause it.
They wouldn't get paid. That's why when you look up certain YouTube videos from forever ago. Shit, I just had this thing just attack me. It was a fucking AI bot. We still gotta run through. We still gotta do the run through after.
Yep.
That's what we gotta do.
Alright, so what were you saying about this fucking...
So this is the song that we play at the beginning of all of these shows. The Convo Hat.
Yes.
I'll live this one too. This is at it's a show in a local town bar.
All right, before that, go through your rundown so we can we'll close with this.
It?
Yeah, we'll close with this.
All right, we'll close with it. Perfect. All right, so here's your rundown. As most recently, just in courtesy of our boys at the Rundown of the News at disclosed.tv, U.S. Senate votes 68-23 to end COVID-19 national emergency that's been in place since 2020.
Woo!
The shackles are off, motherfuckers! The emergency is over. COVID is done.
It's about damn time.
We have lived to see the day that the emergency of COVID is over!
Is that all?
That's what it would have been like if you were living in 1516 England.
Oh yeah,
and some guy with a fucking scroll came over and rolled up the scroll, and he was like, "Oh, come along, you dumb peasants! Time to tell you the news. The COVID-19 emergency is over." Rest easily tonight, peasants, because the emergency of the disease that was created at Wuhan is over. Thank God we got that out of our systems, huh?
Yeah, fucking A.
Woo! We've been cracking them. We've been cracking a lot of conspiracies. We did 2 for 1 today.
Yeah, no shit.
Earth is round, and COVID is no longer an emergency! Oh no! It's over.
Is that all you got from Disclose, or are you just going way too long on this one?
That was just came in. That was breaking news live 18 minutes ago.
That's nice.
Pope Francis has a respiratory infection.
Saw that.
Well, best of luck, buddy. Hey, compadre. Get right with God.
He should be really right with God, shouldn't he?
Well, he speaks for one of them. China, Brazil strike the deal. We broke that earlier live. Manhattan Trump grand jury set to break for a month.
There's real charges there.
For a scheduled hiatus.
Okay.
According to Politico. Reparations for black Californians could top $800 billion, 2.5 times the state's annual budget, courtesy of NBC.
That also does not equate the $1 million to the people of the elderly that have been
$800 billion.
Yeah, that doesn't include. Yeah, that doesn't include that $1 million each to the elderly blacks that have suffered from slavery.
Yeah.
So
wow. Janet Yellen. Climate change is an existential threat. She is the Who's Janet Yellen again?
I don't even know.
She's the one that's from Money. She's the Secretary of Treasury.
Ah.
Talking about climate. Okay. So, I could even see Fauci having a thing to say about the climate. Fractional of a fucking percentage of thing to say about the climate of what the health risks might be because of quote unquote climate change. I could see that. Why is the Secretary of Treasury saying that climate change is an existential threat? Could it be?
We need funding.
That they need more funding to make sure that the commerce of the dollar is being bio-friendly to the environment. Yeah,
it's fucking ridiculous.
Idiots. 8 European countries urge that big tech companies combat disinformation to protect democracy.
That's good.
Italian government has backed a bill to ban lab-produced meat.
Love Italy right now.
Wow! Let's go, you fucking I knew you fucking do it.
And how
took a long fucking time.
How
but
poetically justice.
I'm gonna fucking tell you, it took a long fucking time.
How poetic justice is it that Italy is the one that passes the law
paisano
that says you can't fuck with our fucking food, motherfucker. Don't touch my motherfucking food. That's my Italian fucking shit right there.
Mangi le manciu alle dolce.
Does it have anything?
The sweets.
Does it have anything about the banks being raided in France?
Not yet there, but we're still within a day, ladies and gentlemen. Trans Radical Activist Network Group says go ahead with Trans Day of Vengeance. We covered that one earlier.
Yep.
Woo. Don't get us canceled. Saudi Arabia.
Don't get shot up.
Yeah, don't get shot up.
Watch out for them turfs. Turfs, you better look out because they come for you,
J.K. Rowling. One Guardian Leviosa. And Guardian Leviosa.
Leviosa.
It's Leviosa. I really drink all of them? Oh, no, there it is. Jamie Dillon. This was a good one.
Okay.
This is a good one. Ring the bell. Ring the goddamn bell for this one. This one goes out to the true tinfoil hat people out there. Here we go. To the true people who are serving this country in Sergeant Prubby's army and said, I gotta get through every single minute of the podcast. Jamie Dillon, longtime chief executive of J.P. Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
To be deposed in Jeffrey Epstein lawsuits.
It's coming to an end, motherfucker.
Get your adrenochrome, motherfucker.
Adreno. You had to go right to adrenochrome.
Straight to adrenochrome.
You're going to straight get us. Everybody that listen to us is going to straight say, okay, fuck these guys.
This is why we talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Because Satan is here, and he's a member. He's a fucking widow, motherfucker.
Yo, you could be like a scream voice or something.
I know. Latest here. As Leaving Earth goes to get canceled, they went straight for Satan and adrenochrome. Thank you for having us, YouTube. But you let a whole lot worse on before, when we were all watching back in the day. Oh, yeah, you were a whole lot
Oh,
unfiltered
shit.
back in 2012.
Yeah, you know.
Hypocrites.
All right, well, to end the recording...
Hold on, should we call? I'm going to call him.
Are
We'll
you
call
ready?
Chugs.
Are you ready to call him?
Call him. That's the last thing I got to do. If he doesn't answer, he doesn't answer, but go through it. Go through our whole thing while he doesn't answer.
All right, so hit us up on leavingearthpodcast@gmail.com. Johnny_Anchors on Twitter for Johnny Anchors. Beejafef. That's Beejafef. BEEJAPHETH.
Beejafef.
To get your man Beejafef on Twitter. At Leaving Earth Pod on Twitter. You got at leavingearthpodcast@gmail.com. You've got at Leaving Earth Podcast on newly formed Instagram.
Ooh, we got some pictures for you.
Bear needs to get her ass in gear, and let's go.
Get her ass in gear. Do something around here. Come on, Bear. Come on, Bear. Well, she didn't listen to this anyway, so
Not
what the
yet.
fuck are we even saying it for?
Patreon.com/Leaving Earth Podcast. If you went to Leaving Earth, unsubscribe, go to Leaving Earth Podcast.
Go to leavingearthpodcast.com.
And with that, we give you a live rendition of our beginning song,
Combo Hat at the Jar.
At the Jar.
This is is it actually all the way through?
It's going to be.
This is groundbreaking. This is the best live version, I think. And by the way, folks, this was recorded on an iPhone in 2014, I believe. August of 2014.
There you go.
And that it was not great technology. We're looking at what was that? 9 years ago?
Yeah.
Coming up on 9 years, 8.5 years ago. This technology was not what we have now. There's no way. Do you think we would maybe make a podcast back then? If we had known each other and made a podcast back then, we'd already be fucking millionaires.
For sure.
We'd already be fucking.
For sure. We'd be up there with Joe Rogan.
It was so close.
So close.
I was so close to meeting Bear, and the timeline was just a little off.
We'll get
Did you
there.
realize that she was probably at one of my fucking college parties when she went to visit her cousin?
Probably.
Right there.
Yeah. We'll get there, bro.
Cut the cord. We could have fucking cut the timeline. You know what I mean?
I know.
I know we're not inventing a time machine anytime soon.
Yeah.
But we're doing our best.
According to the Belarusian, 2304 is when the first time machine is going to be invented.
2024?
2304.
2304.
2304.
Probably won't make it.
I don't think so.
But I'll do my best.
But to you fellas out there or gals
Is
that have been
working?
listening to us, yeah, it's going to fucking work as soon as I hit play, but we got to sign off first.
Oh, we got to sign off. Oh,
Yeah.
sign off before. Oh, I thought we were listening to it.
Well, we're going to listen to it, but we're going to sign off before we listen to it.
We'll sign up before we listen to it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming this far. We appreciate YouTube for letting us talk this much out. And we leave you with Glenn the Band and Conversational Hat. Take it easy.
Peace!
Bang, 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 bang.